What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today I'm here to bring all of you the monthly chapter review of Happiness, Chapter 11. Now, I know this review is a little bit late, a couple days late. The reason for that is because I have been working on the holiday videos. Since, the holidays are almost here, and, a lot of anime and manga are going to be on break or ending very soon, probably next week. I want to be focusing a lot of next week on doing special videos, like, my top 5, let's say, favorite characters of 2015, to, my favorite series of 2015, my favorite season, so forth, so on. And so that's kind of what I've been doing for the past couple days, even though there hasn't been much content. For instance, like no animes really coming out. I've been just focusing on some special holiday videos. Now that I said that, let's dive into this chapter of Happiness. So this chapter is very simple. There's not really much content in this chapter, which is, it's not bad, because that's the style of writing that this mangaka has. And I've said this many times before, the mangaka loves building it up slowly. And then you have this climactic explosion with certain events later on down the road that slowly get built up with the tension. And that's clearly what is going on in this month's chapter. Now, I feel like this video might be a little bit shorter than normal just because of the content we got. But like I said, that does not mean that this, chapter is bad. So, the first few points that you really want to take note of is that, for one, the water had decomposing bodies in it, which that's going to cause a health hazard. Number 2, you have it to where the train and the corpse, with the, the vampire boy that got hit by the train, and you have it to where the police, find it, and we don't know exactly what is going to happen overall around with that. So there's probably going to be an investigation for that as well. And then you have it to where, at the end, Yuki is transforming into a vampire. So there's different paths that the series can take because of the ending, but I'm going to save that for last for this video. So talking about the water and the health hazard. Of course, when water is contaminated and you have decomposing bodies, and when you find a boy that's almost dead in it, go back to the hospital and get, treatment, there's obviously going to be some form of government official that's going to try to look at the water, make sure it's not contaminated, and also they're going to probably ask the people that had the water connected with them if they're okay, and then on top of that, they're probably going to investigate, the murder, like, how these two boys were killed, and also why the other boy was thrown inside of this water tanker. So with this, government officials are obviously going to be coming to this area, which might cause some problems for vampires in that area, and also Okazaki and Yuki, because Yuki right now, he's transforming into a vampire, and depending on how he takes that could depend on where his character is going to go, or if he will die by the officials or not. But for one, though, we do know now that a government official will be probably coming. Number 2, moving in, we have it to where Yuki, he's transforming. He's transforming into a vampire. And this is probably going to be the turning point for the series. Because, for one, there's a decision that has to be made. Since Yuki wants blood, he's thirsty, he's going to need to drink some form of blood. So, is Okazaki and Yuki, are they going to split off from being friends because one wants blood and one doesn't want blood? I wonder if that's where it's going to go, because I can see it to where Yuki, since he started off as a bully, he did start off as a bully, some might have already forgotten because of how his character's been these past couple chapters, but he did start off as a bully, and if you think about it like that, there is a possibility, since he is turning into a vampire, he might offer Okazaki to drink some blood, and he might want to drink blood, and Okazaki might either A, drink blood, or refuse, which causes these two to no longer be friends. And I can also see it to where Yuki might try to get his girlfriend and turn her into a vampire. Drink her blood, might kill her accidentally, or turn her into a vampire. One or the other might actually happen to her. I could see that happening to have a very climactic explosion of emotions and stuff, because that's the type of writing that this mangaka likes. So, yeah, I mean, there's different paths that the series can take because of that ending finale, but there is one other thing we need to factor in as well. For one, if there is a government official coming in that's going to do some investigations, obviously they're going to be questioning Okazaki and his connection to Yuki, and why he was in that hole, and then, if he knew those two boys or whatever. And with, the government official poking his head around, if he does, it might cause it, or he might reveal the secret of Yuki being a vampire and Okazaki, which could lead it into where maybe the man might get killed. Might get killed by them. And I could also dive into something completely different with the plot points of the series. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of potential right now with this chapter, with whatever direction that the manga wants to take it, but it really all depends on that. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to this month's chapter of Happiness. Very simple, but enjoyable. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe, and happy holidays to all of you. Chibi out.